Welcome back to Charlie's Kitchen. I am Charlie. So the next step in getting prepared for the Super Bowl tomorrow, as you just saw, I showed you, my preparation with the chicken and the stew chicken, and basically so that can marinate overnight. So this is the continuation of preparation right here. Okay, so now I'm getting ready to, well, what I'm doing exactly right now is opening my cans of Albacore tuna. So this is what I'm using: the Bumblebee solid white Albacore tuna. You get 4 cans in this pack for about $8. Okay, so I'm opening my cans, finishing to open my cans, and I'm on the 3rd can and making sure that there's no liquid. So I want to eliminate all the liquid in my tuna as much as possible. Okay, and so you can see the cans that I've already opened. Okay, so you get 4 of these cans right here. So I have about 2 teaspoons of olive oil. And if you're new to the channel, if you don't know, you better ask somebody. But my favorite oil, olive oil, cooking oil, is Bertolli. That's all I use in my kitchen. I used to kind of use avocado oil as well, and sometimes grapeseed oil. But I noticed that those tend to burn, so I kind of got away from them. And they're very expensive as well. So what I'm going to do right now, or what I've already done, is turn my fire down because it's starting to get pretty hot. Okay, see that? So I turn my fire down. And what I'm going to do now is start chopping up my onions that I'm going to mix with my tuna. Okay, so remember in the other video I told you that when you're making panades, we stuff it with either fish or beans, whether that be red beans or what have you. So I am stuffing mine with fish. Sometimes I do a mixture of both, the beans and the fish. So now I'm prepping to get that fish mixture, excuse me, right for my panades. So I'm gonna start to just chop up my onions in the pan. And that's the kind of sizzle you want to hear. And if you're kind of scared of the pop, just go ahead and chop up your onions before on your chopping board, cutting board, whatever you want to call it. But I'm a pretty experienced cook, so that doesn't bother me. The sizzle. So you just want to make sure that the onions are getting a little caramelized, but not too dark. Okay, you don't want that. And that's going to flavor that tuna just right. So now Just want to kind of mix those onions up. Let them get covered by the olive oil. Okay, so now I'm ready to add my tuna. These onions that are already cooking. And if you're using a tuna, Albacore is supposed to be the best kind of tuna to use, okay? So I'm going to finish getting the rest of my Albacore tuna out of my cans and kind of just chop it up. In my pan. Make sure that those onions are mixed up with it. And this is going to be my filling for my panades, okay? I'm going to make sure to season it up too. But yeah, that's going to be my filling for my panades tomorrow. We have a couple more steps to get through to make these panades, but this is the filling part. And so always the day before I do prep, so I don't put so much on myself the day of, you know. And I want to be able to watch the Super Bowl, and I don't want to be in the kitchen getting all this together then. So more than likely I'll get up early in the morning tomorrow for Sunday and finish the other steps of making my meal. So when the Super Bowl comes on at 3, 4 o'clock, I'm ready just to sit down, eat with my family, and enjoy the Super Bowl, right? And so that's what meal prep will help you to do, is to make sure that you're prepared and you're not doing a lot of things last minute. So I'm just getting my cans in the trash, and I'm going to give my hands a wash. And then I'm going to add my seasoning, okay? So this is not going to be like complicated seasoning. The main things to me are that you have your onion powder. That's the first. Garlic powder. Little pepper. Black pepper. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. And garlic salt. Actually, I use garlic salt quite a bit instead of like using the regular salt, because this garlic salt that I use, and you probably heard me say this before, doesn't have MSG. Plus, I like the flavor it gives. So anywhere I can cut out on using, like a white salt or anything like that, I try to. Even though I use sea salt, which is a lot better than actual salt, from what I've heard. I also use sometimes that Himalayan, if I'm saying that correctly, that pink salt. because that's really good for you as well. I tend to use it more on fish, so if you haven't seen that, you can see mine's is pretty much gone. And I get this from Costco. That Himalayan pink salt. It's supposed to be good for you as well. So that is pretty much it, you guys, for this filling. Excuse me. I think those are the onions that I'm smelling. Yeah, that is perfect, just like that. It's perfect. It's seasoned. I want you to see that. Look at that. The onions are, you know, to a perfect consistency. So that is my filling, and it's done. So that will be what I will put in my panades tomorrow as I'm frying it up. Fill that with this Albacore tuna, and I'm ready to go. So that is complete. So from my kitchen to yours, everyone, thank you for joining me. And until next time, bye-bye.